Welcome to Vision Forward's Tech Connect Live, connecting you to the world of assistive technology. And now, here are your hosts, Cory and Luke.
Hello. Good evening.
We just realized that we are going to be anticipating technical issues at some point because we're going to be showing a website and we're operating through OBS, as you know, Cory.
I do.
And that's how we're transmitting out to you people. Now, it doesn't really matter what OBS is, but the point is that an audio source has not been set for when we go to look at the website. And so when we go to the website, nobody will be able to hear us.
But one thing I will say is that, well...
Also, I didn't have my microphone on.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about playing video from the website.
No.
Well, what about if I riff here a little bit?
Okay.
Oh, but then you have to go
have to change scene.
Nobody needs to
don't
see
worry.
me. We'll
Basically, the point is we will warn you when there's going to be a short break in the audio.
And we'll see how fast your
see how fast I can fix it. But anyway, hope everybody's okay today. It is Thursday. It is 11:05 a.m. It is September the 25th, 2025, and it is officially autumn. Yes, it's here once again. The trees have started to turn brown, and so have the people. Oh no! Wait, no. They're not brown anymore because the sun's not shining anymore. It's cold.
No, you're not.
They're losing their tans.
Sure.
Except for my wife, who is heavily tanned.
From tanning, like.
I think she's.
She's
using a fake tan.
Ooh. I know. Yeah.
I think she's lying about it as well.
Like she's super tan yet never goes outside or to a tanning booth. It's like, well, it's natural.
To be fair, every time I come home and she's there, if it's sunny, she's sat out on the deck, kind of like sunning herself. So I guess it probably is legit.
And sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say there's a telltale marks on her hands from using fake tan. I don't know if you've ever used fake tan, but you end up with very tanned hands because you're
putting it on your hands and wiping it on.
So there are some telltale signs which tell me that she's been faking it.
So here's an idea. It's a little product idea.
You want to do some fake tan?
Well, I think it's around fake tan.
Okay.
I would like to create paintballs that are tan, and then you load them into a paintball gun, and then you can shoot other people, and then that will tan them, and then they won't get their hands.
Not bad, but the problem with it is you're going to get very uneven tan lines, which are kind of like adjacent to splatter.
Yeah.
So what you really need to do is, you can get backpacks that you can load paint into.
Oh, like a spray? Yeah.
In your walls. So that's what you really need. Load that up with fake tan.
That's better.
Put it in the chat if you would give Cory's invention a try. We'll call it the Coriator.
Have you ever seen the Simpsons episode where he invents he's trying to invent something new and he invents that makeup gun? And you dial on there like what you want, and then you shoot yourself in the face.
I'm
and
not sure if I've seen that, but it sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's just see. What is two? Okay. Shirley's in the chat. She says she won the top commenter in the last episode.
Yeah, that's right.
But she didn't realize she'd won because she fell asleep before the end.
You know what, Shirley? You're not the first person who's fallen asleep. As long as you stay connected, your device, and we count you as a stream, that's okay.
Very low barrier to entry. You know?
We appreciate your honesty, though.
Yeah, sometimes I'm about to fall asleep by the end of the meeting too.
How does one become top commenter but is also sleeping through part of it too?
Maybe sleep commenting? Is that a
Oh,
thing?
there you go.
Yeah.
So were the comments that you put at the end more prolific than the beginning?
No, it was just a bunch of Z's.
There you go.
And something about sheep.
There you go. I like it.
Anyway, so this is Tech Connect. I'm Luke, and this is Cory.
Hi.
And we're going to be talking about the old...
I have
no idea.
Ewan said, "What is wrong?"
I'm confused. Hello.
And he's top comment right now. What?
We might be back.
Hello.
Possibly. We're going to wait for Jonathan to confirm. If you can see/hear us, and please
Throw it
let
in the
us
chat
know.
if we're back.
Yeah.
That I will say, I cannot remember the last time we had a technical difficulty during the show. It's always
are back.
It's always before the show. I don't know
Yeah.
that the last time I remember something happening during though.
That was wild. OBS just decided that it didn't like us anymore.
I think it's because we said we were gonna mess around with the.
Oh, we still need to do that.
I guess it could have taken a minute to do it. But
know.
I think we were more focused on getting back to our people.
We will. Well, let's do this. Hopefully OBS will not fail us again, and we're going to start to hopefully talk about the topic that we're here to talk about today, which is talking about the Apple event where they unleashed the iPhone 17 upon us. I assume it's going to be for sale in November, something like that.
It's on sale now.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, you can order them as of Friday, I believe, was the pre-order date, if I'm not mistaken.
I assume that you have your pre-order in already.
I did not. For years, I would get up at the midnight, whenever the time was, and order it, or 2 a.m, whatever time it was. I would do that, but I cannot remember the last phone I bothered getting up for, or even I'll get them, but maybe it's 2 months later. I just don't care.
Do people still
feel bad.
queue outside stores or even online queue for pre-orders?
That's a great question. I mean, the queues at stores, I don't think that happens anymore.
No.
I don't think people care enough anymore. Online, it used to be really still very difficult. Things would crash. I doubt that's a problem anymore either. I mean, they're obviously selling phones, no problems. Like that's not an issue. But I don't think people are rushing to get it day one.
No, because, and we're going to talk about this, the incremental upgrades, I'm even going to put upgrades in parentheses. No quotes. That's what I was trying to say. Because, are they really anything that's going to change your life, that's going to make anything different for you? Maybe not. Probably not.
What I found really interesting when researching for today, I was going over people's YouTube videos, like recapping the Apple event. And I don't know how they are so excited, but it didn't seem like they were faking it. Like they legitimately seemed super excited.
I will think you'll find, Cory, that most of society runs on false enthusiasm, especially when it comes to the internet.
We are a downer today, but I think you're right. But I mean, it just was amazing to me, like how excited they were. And to say like this is one of the best iPhones that's been released. It's
technically speaking,
I mean that's true.
Yeah.
Every iPhone is the best.
Yes.
But like I don't know. Like, I think your comment is it going to change what value or how's it going to change their life? At this point, none. I mean, they haven't come up with anything new.
Well, let's take a look at a recap of the event.
Okay.
Now, this is where we're going to lose audio for a second, so hopefully that will not mean another big crash, and the audio will be there in a second. I just need to set it up. So here we go. Back again.
Okay.
Check. I think we should be back.
Hey, we're here.
Let us know if we're not. And I'm also trying to display a web page here, so let us know if the web page is displaying, if you can hear us.
So to wrap up, just to say what we're going to talk about today, we're wrapping up Apple's iPhone 17 event.
Hold that thought, Cory.
Yes.
Because when OBS crashed, we lost our recording. So I want you to say that, but I'm going to start recording. So when we upload this as a podcast, we'll know what we're talking about.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm recording now.
Okay. So just to recap, what we're going to be looking at today is wrapping up Apple's last iPhone 17 event. And it wasn't just the iPhone 17. They actually launched 3 products or 3 upgrades. AirPods 3, AirPods Pro 3, their iPhone 17 models, which actually there is a total of 4 iPhones, iPhone 17, 17 Pro, 17 Pro Max, and the new 17 Air, so we'll talk a little bit about that. And then the third was the new Apple Watch Series 11, and Ultra 3, and SE 3.
Well remembered.
I think that's right.
That sounds good to me.
So we want to talk about, we're going to wrap up what our thoughts are on some of these devices. I know there was a comment asking about iPads. iPads are typically their own event when they are going to, if they release one. Sometimes I have seen them in October, November time, but who knows. So no iPads. And then somebody asked if we were going to get an iPhone. We will.
Personally or agency?
Well, that is actually a good question.
Yeah.
Agency, yes. Personally, probably not.
No.
Unless someone hands me one.
Yeah.
And says, "Here, kind sir, have an iPhone 17 Pro," and I'll say, "No, thank you."
Well, I was going to say, even then, I might just be like, you know what, that's cool.
Give it to the next person.
Yeah, don't worry about it. There are 4. As Cory said, new additions. I've got the website up here.
Oh, good. Okay.
4 new additions to the iPhone family. The base model, the iPhone 17 Pro, iPhone 17 Pro Max with a bigger display, and a 2 terabyte storage option, and the new and just so very exciting, Cory.
Yes.
iPhone Air.
Yeah. So I don't think we need to go through all 4. First of all, let's say this: better camera.
Yes.
Faster processor.
Correct.
Better or equal battery life.
Indeed.
So let's just, that is a given for all of them. Some of the interesting things, looking at I'm not sure if it's the 17 Pro and Pro Max. I'm not sure if the 17 base model includes this as well, but I don't know if you have read or seen anything on this new vapor lock technology that they have invented.
Go on.
Okay, I'm not a scientist or a chemist or a physicist or a battery expert, but
everything I'm about to say is correct.
My understanding is that they've created inside the phone this vapor lock chamber that's like full of some kind of liquid. They had some fancy name for the water.
Jello.
That would be awesome. It was actually Jello, but only cherry, because no other. But it's full of some kind of special water, and basically what it is there for is to disperse the heat significantly better, so that it's going to give you increased 3 things: increased power, increased battery life, and it won't get hot to the touch. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's probably going to be somewhat hot to the touch, but I don't know if you've ever picked up your iPhone sometimes.
I never pick it up. Never done it.
It's amazing.
It stays on a table all the time.
But sometimes it can be quite hot.
Yeah.
Like, it gets pretty warm, so it's supposed to that's not supposed to happen.
Okay, well, there you go. If your iPhone gets too hot, you might want to get yourself an iPhone 17. Let me just read this here, Cory. How excited are you about the new ceramic shield, which is 2 times more durable for protecting your screen.
Yeah, I know they did. This was big for all the iPhones and also for some of the Apple Watches. This new ceramic seal, and they really were going on about how strong their glass is, the strongest in the industry, scratch resistant.
When you say ceramic seal, it sounds like when you buy your iPhone, they give you like a little ceramic model of a seal with it.
They do, and then he walks around on your screen. Actually, they give you a little paintbrush, and a bottle of ceramic, and you actually have to pay. It's a do-it-yourself kit that saves you $50 if you'd like to do it yourself.
Do that.
But these are some of these day to day. Sure, I want my phone to be stronger and not scratch if I drop it. I get it. It's important. I think the problem, and this is going to be for a lot of things, if you keep asking Cory, what are your thoughts on this? Yes, that's good, but I'm not excited about it.
No,
I'm not excited.
Nothing to get excited about. Now, the iPhone Air, Cory, as we all know, is the new member of the family. It's the lightest of the phone, the thinnest of the phones. I'm going to read you some quotes here.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, please.
Number one, it's built with spacecraft titanium.
Yes. Which we all know is the best kind of titanium.
Well, obviously. I mean, number one, why are they going around stealing the titanium from spacecraft? Surely the spacecrafts need that.
You think
into space.
Well, I thought more like it seems very expensive to go to space, cut a hole in the spacecraft, and be like, "Thanks, we need this for iPhones."
Yeah. Is Pluto made of titanium, and that's where they have to go to? What planet are they getting this from? Also,
titanium.
And this is a quote directly from Apple Senior Vice President of Hardware Engineering, John Turnus.
Yes.
Who described the iPhone Air as so thin and light, it seems to disappear in your hands. Now, here's my question. Is that a good thing?
Yeah, that's...
Do you want it? Do you want your
phone? Where's my phone?
Yeah, when you come to use it, you can't find it because it's disappeared in your hands.
Did you check your hand, dummy?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, that's in my hand.
Exactly.
I put it in the comments. I'm curious. Luke and I were speaking about this before we started. I don't like thin phones. I find them to be hard to hold. And I find that even the standard phones like the Pro now, which is what I have, the 15 Pro, I need to get a case on it immediately because it's just too hard to hold one-handed. So I'm curious, put it in the comments. Are you looking for a thinner phone? Are you excited for whatever? I think it's like 5-point-some millimeters or something like that.
5.5, I think.
Yeah.
You do have sausage fingers though.
I do, and I have to get a special dialing wand because I have fat fingers. Another Simpsons reference.
Oh, God, it's full of those things.
I don't know.
Svetlana says, I didn't feel excited, so I went for iPhone 16 Pro, 512 gigabyte desert titanium.
Ooh.
So in the first they got it from the desert.
Yes.
They were in the desert getting the titanium, just digging it up out the sand.
Sure.
Now they're in space. Where are they going to go next?
Well, that's true.
Yeah, where are they going?
Many different. I didn't even know titanium was in this many places.
I know. It's very versatile.
I think that's actually kind of an interesting thought. Like, do you spend if you're going to spend a little extra, do you buy more, like go with an older phone the previous year and get more storage?
If you're a real G, you're going to go for the iPhone 3G.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
It's actually, you probably cost you significant more money just because
it's retro now. Yeah.
I do know that all the iPhone or the Pro and Pro Max models are now starting. The base is 256 gigabyte instead of 128.
What are people storing on their phones where they need 2 terabytes of storage?
I think it's video and pictures, right? I mean, not even pictures. It's got to be video. Because
is anybody in the chat using their iPhone to make movies? Please let me know, because every time I see it, wait, apparently Jonathan is, or has he got a comment?
So I don't have an iPhone, but
okay.
it's almost like an arms race of the better the camera is, the better, like, the larger the file sizes of any photo.
That's a fair point.
You take it.
Yes, higher resolution, higher file size.
And any effects you use, any slow-mo, any things like that, it's going to add.
That's a good point. And the reason I asked about movies specifically is because I keep on seeing ads about people using their phones.
Shot on the iPhone, yeah. And people are doing it. And I guess I've never visually seen one, but from what I've gathered, it looks amazing. Looks really good.
Yeah, I've seen movies shot on iPhones. They look good.
Yeah.
No problems there. But how many people realistically who have an iPhone are doing that?
Well, that's true.
I guess, the 2 terabytes is an option if you want it. So I guess that makes sense.
I'm curious. Well, coming back to the iPhone Air, it It doesn't have as good of a camera on it, although for most individuals, the camera on it is going to be great. But I mean, I guess you would go for it for just because of the size. I mean, the thinness of it. I mean, that's the big reason to go for it. So a lot of people too will get it because it has different colors, and so if you buy that specific, then everyone knows you have the Air.
Well,
that's
that goes into a quote here. So this quote is from wherever I'm reading this article. It was. Let me see where we're getting this from. CNN. Thank you. So this says here, the devices come in new colors like lavender, iPhone 17, sky blue, iPhone Air, and cosmic orange, iPhone 17 Pro. Now, first of all, where is the orange in the cosmos? Would be my first question.
The sun.
Cosmic
Jonathan?
The sun.
Okay, so the sun. So it's colored like the sun.
Okay, so shouldn't it be like solar orange?
That's a great name, actually. I like that. But then also, this is a quote from a, let's see, senior vice president. Oh, no, wait. Sorry. An analyst at CCS. It says, it's been a few years since Apple has had new iPhones that you could put on the table in a coffee shop, meeting room, or pub. And people would ask, is that the new iPhone? With the iPhone 17 Air and the redesigned iPhone 17 Pro models, particularly the bright orange variant, Apple is delivering products that will create renewed interest. Is that
okay? So there's two things in that statement that sum up the reason Apple created the iPhone Air.
Okay.
Number one, well, there's really one statement, but they created the iPhone Air and the Cosmic Orange so that people who care about having the latest and greatest, and
they can make it obvious they
yes,
have.
And not only that they care about it, but they need recognition that they got. I mean, that's exactly why Apple will change the look of the iPhone, because then people, when you set it on the table, just like you said, people can look at it and go, oh my gosh, is that the new iPhone? And then the same with the color.
Who is the person that's saying, oh my gosh, is that a new iPhone? That's my question.
Yeah, you know, like if it was me and I was with somebody and they go, oh, I got the new 17 Air, I'd say, oh, cool, let me look at it once, I'm curious. Yeah. But I would never walk up to a stranger at the table and be like, I saw that orange from across the room. My eyes were drawn to that.
Well, I don't think you understand, Cory. It's cosmic orange.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I need to ask a question. Is that the new iPhone? But
from the chat here, sorry, we got, let's see. Ewan says, I wish I had an iPhone. I'm sorry, Ewan.
Ewan, what do you use currently? Do you have a smartphone? I'm curious.
Julie H, I'm assuming is it Julie Hateman, says, I have the iPhone 15 Pro, but the Galaxy S24 is my primary phone. The Galaxy is a bit thinner, which I like. I understand Apple is trying to catch up with Galaxy. Come to the Android side. Wow, things are getting dark around here. Alicia Green, I'm still working with an iPhone 11 and it still works just fine. You know what, Alicia? Good for you. You are doing the right thing. Yeah. Let me tell you what the right thing is.
Please.
A device, whatever device, as long as it works for you, because the more we buy new devices, the more tech waste we are creating.
And the more we feed into this cosmic orange. And that's something when and if we're going to wrap up the iPhone 17 talk here, but at the end of the day, iPhones are absolutely amazing. I love my iPhone. It was revolutionary. It changed my life. I use it every day. But the iPhone I use today, the 15 Pro, is really no different than the 12 Pro, the 11, the 9.
That's the problem.
It's just, at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. And that's, I think, why we are a little bit more cynical and not so excited about the 17 is it's not iPhones.
Diminishing returns.
Yeah, it's not iPhones specifically we don't like because I don't want to speak for you, but I love my iPhone.
iPhones are great, but we don't need new ones every year. That's my problem.
it becomes hard to talk about them every year because it's like
Unless you're overly enthusiastic.
yeah, Vapor Chamber. That's actually a good band name. Now opening for Vapor Chamber, Cosmic Orange.
Oh, we have a whole line of it.
Jonathan.
Yeah, so in that chat, Svetlana was talking about Touch ID as like a useful feature. I did a little research on that.
Yeah.
Apple was promising this for iPhone 17, but it's not rolled out yet.
Okay.
You're going to use the side button.
Okay.
The thought process is, at some point we were going to see the Touch ID come back under the screen. They wanted to get rid of the physical button. Then there was some talk about, on the side Siri/lock button. I would love to have, that is one big thing I miss. I'd love to have Touch ID back. Face ID is fine, but I don't know. I find it at least a couple times a day where it just makes me do my PIN just doesn't matter.
I want nose ID.
Oh, you actually got to put your nose to
You
it?
just push the screen up to your nose.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, and it registers how many nose hairs you've got, and then that's how it knows.
Oh, you can never cut your nose hairs?
No.
It has whatever you have at the point of...
Well, you have to maintain them at whatever length and thickness they are at the point that you get by the phone.
What if you're sharing it with a family member? So you used to be able to do multiple fingers. Now you could do it like multiple people are sticking their nose to it?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And I guess probably the hacking community will develop nose hair wigs that you can install to fake people's nose hairs.
What about people with mustaches?
Oh, that
Just
could
totally
start to
throw.
get tricky.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to shave just around your nose.
You know what? This isn't our problem to solve. This is for Tim
Cook.
Cook's team.
Tim Cook, get on that, please. Nose ID.
Svetlana says, I wish they would make a phone with a smaller screen, and I agree. I mean, they do have the SE, the 16 SE still, so...
No, they got rid of it.
Oh.
Well, they
what?
call it the
What?
E now.
Oh.
It's the newest. The 16E came out in the 16 line, and that's now their cheap model.
Oh.
And that has no home button. So I don't believe you can get. I don't think they still sell the SE3, and if they do, it's going to be gone very shortly. So I do believe at this point there is no home button, and no phone with home buttons anymore.
Yeah.
Which, from a training standpoint, there are many clients that makes me angry.
Oh, yeah.
About. But.
Good. Well, good work, Apple. Let's talk about, we do have a hard cutoff at 1:45, so let's move on to the AirPods Pro 3. Now, this actually does at least have an interesting feature, Cory. Would you care to?
Yeah, so a couple things with the AirPod 3s that look exciting. They do have a little bit new design of the earbuds themselves, so they fit in your ear a little differently, and they moved some stuff around so you get better sound performance, you get better bass now. They also have better active noise cancellation, but I think for a lot of headphones that do active noise cancellation, they a lot of times have foam tips that you kind of squeeze and stick in your ear, and then the foam expands to fill your ear canal, right? So the new AirPods 3 don't go that route, but they do have some foam tip, so it's like they're going like halfway with the foam, so that's supposed to give better sound quality. But the big feature that looked really cool was this live translation. And they played a video during the event where basically what happens if you're wearing your AirPods Pro 3 and they are doing live translation, the active noise cancellation kicks in and basically lowers the volume of the person speaking to you. And if they're speaking in Spanish and you speak English, your AirPods 3 will hear the Spanish, translate it, and then play it in English into your ear almost instantaneously. And then what that means is, like, if two people had AirPods Pro, the other person too, you could then speak, and then theirs would translate you from English into Spanish. So you could almost have a conversation back and forth.
Well, apparently, if you speak in English, let's say we're doing the English-Spanish thing, then it will translate into Spanish on your phone.
I was just going to say, if the other person doesn't have AirPods, then you can use the translation app on your phone and show it. Yeah.
So that's awesome.
It actually is really
Yeah.
cool, and I think what's interesting about that, especially from a blindness perspective, is that there are a number of people who are blind that like to travel into countries that speak different languages. And when you're blind, you lose the capability of, if you don't speak the language, then you would typically fall back to like gestures, right? Pointing. But when you're blind, we lose that. We can't point at what we want. We can't kind of gesture for a bathroom, although I'm not sure what the gesture for the bathroom is.
You don't want to know. We can't do it live on air.
Yeah, exactly. But the AirPods 3 now kind of gives you that accessibility. And obviously you could have done it with your phone with translation and stuff too. But it is pretty cool to be able to do it.
Yeah, it's more like the Babelfish kind of idea. It's in your ear and it's actually audible. So I wonder how good the text-to-speech voices are. I wonder how many languages it will support. But I also wonder how well it will work too. But yeah, I mean, seems like a very cool kind of feature.
Do you think you would use it at all? I mean, you and your wife have done some. You were in Guadalajara. Where did you go? Which Guadalajara?
Guatemala.
Thank you. I didn't remember if it was Guatemala or Guadalajara.
You kind of combined those.
Yeah. Could you see yourself using it in those situations? Or
I would never buy them, but let's just assume that I did own them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Although, there is a certain romance to not knowing what the person is saying, but also that can be very inconvenient too. So,
Yeah,
it's nice to have the option.
Yeah. So I thought it was the AirPods Pro are the AirPods Pro. Like, they're a really good pair of earbuds. I use mine all the time. I like them, and they're the ones I choose. They're super comfortable. So to me, it's like, this adds a really cool new feature, and why not?
And I don't think their price has gone up necessarily.
No, same price.
$300?
$260 something. They're under $3 for sure.
Under $3.
Yeah.
What's the sound like?
How do they sound?
Yeah.
Really good.
Okay.
They're quite clear. They've got really good spatial audio. That's kind of the new thing, although I'll be honest, I think it's kind of a gimmick and I don't particularly get it. The bass now is really good. I typically don't use active noise cancellation normally, just because being blind, I don't like to cut off what's going on around me.
Yeah.
But when I do use it, it really does significantly increase the overall sound quality too. Like, you really feel sort of immersed into the music. So in my opinion, I think it is one of the better. Did we just crash again?
Potentially.
I just heard a ding dong. Oh, another ding dong.
Jonathan, you're going to have to check the status of the stream again.
Okay.
What? It doesn't like us on something.
No. It didn't seem as bad as last time. I think we're still streaming.
Hello, everybody. Well, we're just going to check before we keep diving in.
If anybody can hear us, then let us know.
Shirley, wake up.
Okay, should have caught up by now. Let me check it.
What is this? This is interesting. We don't typically.
Is it OBS again?
Yeah. You're on, Julie H. You're on.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay, good. All right.
So just from the chat here, let's just review some of these messages here. Alicia, that's a wonderful feature. So a bit of enthusiasm there from Alicia, and also from Cory. Julie says, I've used the live translation on the Meta glasses. It's pretty good, but it made a pretty inappropriate for work translation of a simple statement.
Oh, I got to hear what this is.
I hope Apple is better. Julia, I would love to find out what that is for me on Saturday. That sounds quite funny.
Yeah.
Svetlana, did you see a list of languages that the AirPods 3 support? And I think that Jonathan put that in the chat. Just to read that out loud, we have English, French, German, Portuguese, Spanish. There are plans for 3 Asian languages, and Italian will be supported by the end of the year. Alicia, the new AirPods, are they comfortable in the ear? I heard they were really small. Well, Cory has got quite small ears.
I do have small ears.
So they probably fit you well.
I use the default tips that are on, and they work great. They don't fall out. They're super comfortable. But with the new AirPods Pro 3 that now comes with 5 different tip sizes. So
for everyone.
I think you'll be absolutely fine and get ones that are comfortable. I find them to be quite comfortable.
Okay. Jonathan just put in the 3 Asian languages that will be supported are Chinese, Japanese, and Korean.
Okay, good.
That would be cool. I can imagine myself going to, because I'd like to go to Japan,
Yeah.
but I have no chance of understanding. Now, I do think that a lot of people in Japan can speak English as well, but it would be cool to be able to understand people speaking Japanese.
Wouldn't it be kind of cool to sit at like a coffee shop, an outdoor coffee shop, and just put them in and just kind of listen to what people are saying around? Like
that's a good. You raise a good point there. How does it discriminate between who's speaking?
I'm guessing it needs to be. It probably the mics have to pick them up, and it maybe has to be. I don't know how close it has to be. So maybe that wouldn't work. I just think it'd be a cool way to immerse yourself into the environment and just kind of hear what people are talking about.
Well, so basically the plan is get these, go to a coffee shop on a warm day, and just go stand next to somebody's table while they're talking with their friend.
Then slip an air tag into their back pocket.
Stalking, Cory.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought I was already listening into their conversation. So.
You already got into trouble for that.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't need to go through that again.
All right.
Final
Apple
thing,
Watch?
we've only got a few minutes here. Apple Watches, 3 updated Apple Watches, as Cory said at the top. The Series 11, the Apple Watch SE, and a Pro model called the Apple Watch Ultra 3. It says the Series 11 are the thinnest and most comfortable of their watches.
You say that about it, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Stronger,
more scratch-resistant
there you
glass,
go, yeah.
5G connectivity, that is actually new, and 24 hours battery life on a single charge. Svetlana just quickly says, my language is not on the list. It's a good thing I know English. Yes, I was going to say, Svetlana, your English seems to be very good. But let us know, is your language Russian? What language is your native language? I would love to know.
For the watch, there was only one real feature, and I think it was the watch. Maybe it was the AirPods, not Workout Buddy. I don't remember which one it was.
Buddy?
Well, what it is it's an AI voice that during a workout, like, says, you're doing great. You're faster than you were last week. 10 more miles and you're done. Like it's like a Workout Buddy. It's a coach that it can see your performance based off of what you've done in the past and like give you pep talks and stuff.
That honestly sounds like hell to me.
Well, but some people really thrive on that feedback and that like, you're doing great, 2 more miles. Like people dig that.
Okay.
That's why they get trainers and stuff. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. But okay, so, psychologically speaking, is it as satisfying being told by an electronic device that you're doing well compared to another human? I wonder.
Well, sure, a human would always be better, but the human-sounding voice is definitely better than you looking at your screen.
Definitely.
Oh, I have 3 miles left.
Very true.
You know, if it's like, come on, you're doing great, you only got 3 miles left, like that is better.
I agree.
But a human, I agree, a human would always be better.
There are scales.
Actually, to be honest, what would be better is someone else doing your workout and saying, you only got 3 miles left, I'm almost done.
You get the benefits of the work.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Invent that, Apple.
Exactly.
That's my workout buddy.
Now they also, the Apple Watch Series 11 will include a blood pressure monitor that could alert users to possible high blood pressure or hypertension.
Yeah, something about it's able to see something with your blood cells and like it's really crazy. I was reading about it and I did not understand it, but it was pretty nuts what they were able to do.
Yeah.
And then it can base it off of previous, past information to detect if you've got hypertension and stuff. So
interesting.
Yeah.
So that's bound to cause a lot of people a lot of concern for no reason, I'm sure.
I don't know. You know what? The Apple Watch has been health oriented for a long time now. Sure. Fall detection, heart murmurs and stuff. And I have seen more positive stories. But that doesn't mean there isn't the false flags and stuff. And stuff. But from what I've gathered, it seems to be pretty good on what they're doing.
Okay.
But
All right. Well, if you want to make sure that you are staying healthy, then you could try out the old Apple Watch there, and
I think anybody struggling with their health and wanting to be healthier, the Apple Watch is absolutely a good tool to track your exercising, to help with tracking your steps and blood pressure and all that. I mean, there's no negative to it.
Apparently, it could also help you predict when you're ovulating.
Yes, I've done that. Works pretty well.
It does that from temperature detection.
Yeah.
That seems kind of crazy. Like, I don't know. It just seems like so many things could vary your temperature, you know.
Yeah, like a hot day.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
That's why we're not scientists.
I'm going to stay out of that one. Yeah. But I just think at the end of the day, I think any tool we can use to be healthy is not a bad thing.
That's true,
but
but here's the thing, though. The best way to stay healthy is just to actually do exercise and eat well. Do you really need an Apple Watch to do that?
For those that can't just do it right off the bat with nothing, yes.
Okay. So it provides you the motivation that you need.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cory, it's 2:45.
No, it's quarter.
Goodbye.
We gotta go. Bye. So Cory's gonna shoot off here. I will just wrap up the show.
Sorry, I need to sneak out. There's a meeting here that I need to go set up for. Thank you all. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, so I guess that was a show. Now, thank you for all the comments. It looks like people share similar opinions to us, which is always nice. Svetlana did confirm that her native language is Russian. I would like to follow up, Svetlana, and ask you whether you are in Russia as we speak. We might have asked you that before, but I forget what your situation is. Alicia Green also says, thanks, Luke and Core. So Cory's name has now been abbreviated to Core, which means he's the core member of the team, I guess. And Alicia downloaded the Library Read app. So that I assume this is the live read that we covered in the last session. And if anybody wasn't here for the last session, if you have an iPhone, go into the App Store and download Live Read. It's free. And you can use it to do automatic OCR, on any text, and it does a good job with handwriting as well. The app is very simple to use. You simply point your phone at any text and it will start to read it out loud. And you can also stop the reading by tapping the screen, skip backward with a swipe to the left, skip forward with a swipe to the right. Maybe everybody on this show already saw the last show, so already knows, but just in case, I will let you know about that. And it sounds like Alicia's having a good time with that app. So she says she loves the app and also says, thank you for today's episode. You guys are very informative. Well, I'll have to take your word for that. Sometimes I wonder personally, but I'm glad that we at least were informative for you. And Svetlana says, yes, I'm in Russia now, even in Siberia, and I'm going to try and read this. I need to get a bit closer. Novosibirak. That may or may not have been pronounced correctly. I tried my best, but that's really cool. So thank you for letting us know. We are global. It's official. Finally happened. I'm going to switch back to my main camera here. Let me see whether that worked or not. Yay. Okay. It seems very lonely at this table without Cory, especially when there's just an empty chair here with nobody to.
Great commenters.
Jonathan's had a comment there.
Right, yeah, but we've got all these great commenters that we should shout out.
Yes.
I do have the top 3.
Okay, let's go for it.
So we'll start in 3rd place.
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to build it up. We're running a little late here. In 3rd place for this week's live stream for top commenter is Svetlana.
Svetlana, congratulations.
Always a pleasure.
Bronze medal.
And for silver, 2nd place here, we have Julie.
Oh, Julie. Okay, well, I guess I should have given sound effects here. So here's Svetlana's sound effect, first of all. Okay, 3rd place, not bad. Julie, 2nd place. Yeah, I like it. And in 1st place, please.
First, what is it? First in, best dressed, Alicia Green.
Alicia Green!
Getting the gold. Great.
Wow. That is, okay, so we figured out finally what your reward is for coming in first. You get a cacophony of sound effects.
To wake you up.
To wake you up. And if you have specific sound effects that you would like to request if you are the top commenter, then we can even do that. So we could make that an option in the future. I'll play some of the available sound effects that we have here. I actually don't know what these are, so we're going to find out. So here's the first. Pretty good one. We'll call that the guitar riff. Next one. The mysterious sound. The exciting trumpet. Record scratch. Round of applause. Sad trumpet. And finally, the badumts or rim shot. So if you do come in first next time, you can request your own sound effect or series of sound effects. Maybe we should vary them up as well every now and again.
We should also screen them. We'll screen them.
Oh, yes. We should screen them, yes. But thank you, everybody, for your comments. Always nice to be interactive. And we will see you again in 2 weeks' time. We do have a produced video coming out next Thursday, of course. And that is going to be about, Jonathan?
When I say Inno,
I say search. Okay, yeah, the Innosearch. So we did an update on Innosearch. It's an accessible shopping platform. They have some new features, including an AI chatbot and also the ability to order food. So we did a video on that. Jonathan will be cranking that out and we'll release it next week. So check that video out. But if not, then at least check us out in 2 weeks' time for the next live show, 11 a.m. Central, as usual. With that being said, I shall bid you adieu. Goodbye for now.
Thanks for joining us for another Tech Connect Live. If you enjoyed Cory and Luke's antics, be sure to join us next time. For all things Tech Connect, go to vision-forward.org/techconnect.